Welcome back to Pride, a living room series. My name is Claudia Rivera. It is never not pride in my heart. And to continue with this celebration, here with us today, we have Madalyn Bond. Hi, Madalyn.
Hey, Claudia. What's up?
Can you start us off by telling us a little bit about yourself, and also what's your go-to meal?
I have to put on my acting link.
Yeah.
I'm Madalyn. I'm gay. I haven't left my house in 16 days, and I'm running for president. Got it! Right now I'm working from home, so not much is going on in my life. My go-to meal is actually macaroni and tomato juice. It's like a family recipe.
Well, I wanted to know, how comfortable are you with PDA in non-queer spaces?
Personally, whenever I came out, I was like almost obnoxious about it because I was so excited. I think because I had like held it in for so long. And then when I realized it, I think I came out and was just like, I want everyone to know. And I love making people uncomfortable. Because you shouldn't be uncomfortable with it. It's not like I'm gonna go and like do it in the park in front of people, you know what I mean? But I like to show affection whenever it comes naturally to me. So whenever I'm in a non-queer space, I guess I'll do it. And I know that it could turn out bad, like somebody's reaction to it could be bad. But in my mind, it's like, well, they need to get used to it.
It's like a statement almost.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a statement. It's not like I do it in the hopes that it's going to be a statement. I just do it because I do it. Mm-hmm. But if it makes somebody uncomfortable and I can tell, I almost like love it because I'm just like, oh. It's so silly to me because I'm like, we watch straight couples on TV all the time. Like, what's the difference in me giving my girlfriend a kiss really quick because I'm just like, oh, I love you.
Yeah.
You know?
The other day, I saw a post that was like, oh, it's wrong to like educate kids on queer subjects and stuff, but then it's okay for people to ask toddlers if they have a girlfriend.
I saw that too.
It's this thing where, because now suddenly it's two people from the same sex or just someone from the queer community, you know, like having this experience, it's different and it's wrong. And because it's so engraved, at least in me, like it's so engraved, this thing of what you're doing is very out of the ordinary. It's been a struggle.
I actually was with my girlfriend at the time. We were like out, I don't remember where we were, but a little girl saw us kiss. And the way that she looked at us, you could tell that she was like, girls can kiss? Mm-hmm. And it was like so sweet because I was like, yes. Because I remember like the first time I realized I could like a girl, I was like, wait, you can do that? And then I was like, I'm gonna do that. You could change a little girl's life, really, like not in like a weird way, but like they could like see two girls kiss or two boys kiss or whoever and just be like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah, my guest was actually talking about that. She is from Turkey and she was talking about how when she was growing up, she never saw two girls kiss. And she was just saying how it was on her, like, you know, like if she never saw it growing up, then she can't hide, because then that means that someone else is not going to be able to also see that they can do that. It's not even like we love differently. It's love. It's the same thing.
It's just not like your ideals of love, I guess.
Yes. So the moment I realized that I was into a woman, not into women, but into a woman, because that was my first like face with reality. It was during a trip. I was in a boat with this person, and suddenly everything clicked. It's not like something happened between us. It was just something that was happening internally, and there was no escaping that moment because I was in a boat. It's not like
you literally couldn't run away.
Yeah, and like we were staying in the boat too for like we had like 2 nights left. We were in the middle of the ocean. It was nighttime, and I had this moment of realization. And I remember I ran to the front of the boat because I was suddenly, you know, like this thing just came over me, and I didn't understand what was happening. And so I remember I started journaling. I was freaking out. I was hyperventilating. It was very, well, you know, for 20 years of my life, I was only into guys, you know. But at that moment, it was like, oh shit, like this is happening. And I remember I tried to like overcompensate when I came back from the trip. It was like I was like talking to a lot of guys and just trying to, push all of those feelings down. So that was, that was my experience and how that kind of went down. So I wanted to know a little bit about that moment where you realized that you were queer, that you were like, oh shit, like this is happening.
I think I had like a few realizations. Like I had one at puberty and then I had one at like 19. Mm-hmm. And then I like just like realized like I don't like guys at all. Like I'm only into women when I was like 22. So like the first one I was like 11 and I remember I couldn't understand why I was like jealous of my best friend. I had like that like classic, why do you want to hang out with other people and not me? And then I went through like a whole pack that shit down. I mean, you're like 11 years old and you're already trying to process sexual feelings at around that age, But I think the first time that I ever realized that I liked a woman was actually my best friend later in life. So hard to describe because it was just like, oh, like this makes total sense. I had never had a boyfriend before. I couldn't figure out why I didn't like any of the guys that liked me. And so I just made it seem like nobody liked me. I was at a party. I went through like my young adult party phase and I was honestly like really drunk. My best friend, like we had been best friends for a while and then just like stuff happened and I was like, this all makes so much sense. And I just remember being like, all of this is happening and like making so much sense to me and I'm never going back. And then I did go back for like a second. The moment that I realized I'm like so gay, like I just love women, was probably the last time I like hooked up with a guy. I was just like, this is like I was like, this should be awesome. I was like, I hate this. It was like right when Tinder started. And my friends dropped me off because I didn't want to get murdered. And then I got in the car with them and they were like, how was it? It's like my two best friends. And I was just like, I'm gay, y'all. And they were like, that was like it. And like, I've never looked back. And I'm so happy about that. I went through the whole like pray it away thing. My parents didn't ask me to pray it away because they didn't get what I was saying. Because I remember going to them and being like, I'm having these feelings and I don't know what to do with them. But I didn't want to like name it. Mm-hmm. And so I had like a I'm not gay journal and I would like write literally just I'm not gay. So I'd write like I'm not gay for like 5 pages and then I'd be like, but what if I am? So I'd write I'm gay and like try to like figure it out. Wow. My parents were really cool with it though, but society made me feel like that's like weird. I'd never seen it before. My pastor told me to pray it away, but not my parents. My parents are cool.
Now we're gonna go into the last segment of our show. My last guest, Madalyn Rivera, asked you a question. You will answer it, and then after that, you'll get the chance to ask a question to our next guest. Okay?
Okay.
Madalyn asked you.
Si una persona se te acerca y te pregunta qué es el amor gay, homosexual, el amor distinto. Si te pregunta cuál es el amor distinto o cómo es el amor distinto, ¿qué le responderías?
That's a really sweet question. Queer love is understanding yourself completely and loving others completely for who they are. I don't think that it's necessarily just about being queer. I think it's just about like accepting and loving no matter who you love or who you are. I think it's just about spreading the love, honestly. I really love love. I really do.
Before we leave, Madalyn and I are going to introduce our dogs to each other.
Yeah. We're friends.
Over there we have little Olive and we have little Waffles. They are best friends in the distance from now.
But I think Olive really is gay also. She barks at all men.
Look at that world. Look at this cuteness. Look at that.
Know.
Look at that.
But there's another. She's got to go. Okay.
Madalyn Bond, everyone. Round of applause. Thank you for being here, Maddie.
Thanks for inviting me.
And that was Pride, a living room series. Come join me this Friday for our last episode of this season. Have a beautiful day. Until then, stay queer, stay weird. Have a good one.